Hey, yo, what's up? What's up, man? Back up in this Billy, April 30th and whatnot, man. It's cold as fuck this morning. But I had to blast my heat for a few minutes. And April 30th. And people say global warming ain't a problem, right? But check this out, man. No excuses. Excuse me. No excuses, fam. Look, I was in DC yesterday and stuff, hanging out with a good friend at and one of the things we did, we went to the African American National African American Museum, right? And it's very interesting, and you saw two things. I saw one, I saw just ordinary brothers, because it's mostly brothers on here, with this whole Pookie and Ray Ray thing. Ordinary, regular, clean cut type brothers with like some attractive women, sisters. Pretty, all that. Young. I mean, they're getting them young. Early 20s. You could tell, right? And these just regular cats. But the thing I thought about that kind of inspired this, right? Who's that? Hold on. Y'all know I'll be looking. Oh yeah. Anyway, right? The thing that inspired this podcast was I saw this dude, right? Now, as y'all know, I can't really judge another man's face, but I can judge his bodybuilding haircut. This dude had a jacked up haircut and beard. I mean, that dude needed help all the way around. Whack clothes. And had to be he might not have been 5 feet tall, or very, very short statured. No style and stuff, man. Kevin Samuels would offer him like a free session. Be this pro bono what that's how bad it is. Oh man, barbers be like, damn, yo, dude, I got you, dude. Right? It'd be one of those things and whatnot, right? But the thing that got me, dude, was with this badass woman. I mean, she was fine. What was she about? Probably on the scale from 1 to 10, definitely at least an 8. And she, nice face, nice body. I mean, she was pretty tall. She had to be at least 5'9". She had to at least be 5'9", right? And, with me, I can look at a couple and tell if they're together doing something. I don't know why everybody can't do that. But seriously, all you have to do is look at body language. I used to tell people that, too. I see two people trying to play it off somewhere. Or if I see a woman someplace, any place going out, I always look around and see which man is like checking her out. And also where she's pointing. In fact, check out my man cousin T-Tar. He can tell y'all some definite signals and stuff about a woman. You can read a lot just from what they don't say. In fact, that's the best way to read women, right? Anyway, so you got this short statured guy who, quite frankly, looked like most people would look at him if they saw him by himself, say, oh yeah, that's a definite incel, right? But this dude was with a badass woman. Like I said, body language, you can tell what's up. You can always look at somebody and tell by their body language and whatnot, right? And I'm gonna be looking right here. I'm caught in the middle of traffic and whatnot, right? And I thought about that because I ain't the first time I seen something like that. I'm doing a lot of like short statured dudes, or real slim dudes, or dudes who really like big dudes with some badass women. Thing is, the one thing I found with all of them, the ones I knew, they didn't accept any limitations. They didn't make any excuses like, oh, woe is me. They don't want a guy like me. Or they don't want a guy my complexion or my build or whatnot. It's like, man, come on. Get the fuck off of that shit. All right. I'm sitting there watching this. I'm sitting there, I'm like, sometimes people will try to project on some excuse like, oh, well, maybe he got money. Nah, the nigga look broke. Or whatever, but whatever the case, because ultimately it don't know or matter. The ultimate case is you see that. And part of the reason for seeing that is why I tell people get out the house, man. If you go anywhere where there's a large number of people, you're gonna always find that. Shit, go to the busiest mall where you live, you're gonna see some stuff. Right? And see, that's my thing. That's why last week I did something on scavengers. Now, I had you always get somebody who's kind of remedial and they don't get it. They were like, oh, now you telling us to be scavengers? No, motherfucker, I said have some standards, but I said you can learn that from a scavenger. That they bold, they don't give a fuck. But the main thing is they bold. They don't have any excuses. That's the thing to learn from them. I always say have some goddamn standards. The thing is, they bold, and I even said in that video, I said, shit, because they bold with, like, low-lying fruit, they bold with the women at the top. They'll go spit at a dime. They don't give a fuck. They bold, and they harden to rejection. I said, that's the only thing you got to learn from them. Shit. But they ain't making any excuses. That's what you learn. Please have standards. But see, one thing, a lot of people are so focused on why something ain't happening. That's the crux of this Pookie and Ray Ray argument. Really? The reason why it's talked because people want to have, well, I can't get these women because they all going for Pookie and Ray Ray. No, you can't get them because your ass ain't going out there talking to their asses. That's really all it is. I never understood the concept of rush hour. People be like, wait till the last minute. I be trying to get out before all that shit. People be all packed up, knowing they don't like that motherfucking job. But anyway, like, no excuses, man. It's like, every time I see that, I like seeing it. Because ultimately, whether I'm talking about select, non-select, alpha, beta, all the shit's subjective, man. Because a woman, see, and I'm going to talk about this tomorrow, man. I'm going to talk about this on my car ride tomorrow, man. Man, I saw a little youngin' and stuff with some slight bow legs. Bow legs look sexy. Like, if they got those slight bow legs, that looks sexy as shit on a female. But I'm gonna talk about that tomorrow. The reality is all women are different. All of them got their reasons. Some going like big dudes, some going like slim dudes. I mean, in general, you still want to be in your best shape, but beyond that, it's just a matter of your personality click. And then with some women, for whatever reason, they ain't even as big on it. As big. Some women, like, as a general rule, keep your shit in shape, but they might just meet somebody, click with them for whatever reason, because ultimately it's about penetrating that emotional core with the woman. In fact, there's a little secret to bad boys. It's very simple. I might have said it, but I'm gonna definitely say it on my pool style series on Rom TV. But it's like, dude, you really don't think about. All you need to think about is getting your shit together, working up. Now I gotta shout out C Boogie. Yeah, he's causing a stir, but he's being just real about it. Plus, that dude was a sergeant in the military. Sergeants, they just tell you shit straight up. I know another dude who's a drill sergeant. They blunt as shit. That's what they supposed to be. They supposed to lead men. They can't be like tiptoeing around shit. But he was talking about like the whole select thing, and I've said that before. It's only a small percentage of dudes are born select, right? Born with some, like, the right genetics. Like, for example, just at the gym, a woman complimented me on my calves, right? Like, I got really good calves, but that's a pure genetic thing. She was like, oh, you did the work. It's like, I've never known anybody to, like, go from, like average calves to, like, real cut muscular calves. I've never seen that shit. Really, they usually always had that shit. Not without some juice. Right, and juice, I mean steroids. I never seen it. I ain't saying it ain't happened, but I ain't seen it. But that's, for the most part, that's genetic, right? And I just said thank you to the woman and said, yeah, I just got to work on some other things, right? But I ain't want to just say, no, I don't ever really work my calves. Even now, I just do some half-ass shit for my calves. But it's genetic, and yes, you're going to get some select guys who, they just got the genetics, but, or, as cousin T-Tar said, they alpha showpiece. They got it. But that's only a small percentage of men. Most men got to work towards whatever, and that's the whole point. You just got to keep working, because you never know. You got to keep working, and then you got to be bold, because you don't know what a woman likes, ultimately. I mean, because even what I'm saying, that's not a science. People try to, like, break out studies and shit. They don't say anything. Women, like a fashion model, a male fashion model said this to me one time. She said, the way women are, it could be a dude with just literally one tooth in his mouth, but to that one woman, that's the sexiest motherfucker on the planet, right? And the point is, look, stop making excuses for your shit. Just try to present your best self, man. That's all you have to do. Just present your best self. Don't worry about what the next, stop dick watching the next man or worrying about a woman who ain't getting with you, because my logic is, if that woman don't get with me, ain't even her loss. We just ain't meant to be. I ain't gonna lose sleep over it. Shit. Trust me, relationships or whatever you want to do are a lot easier if the woman actually wants to be with you. Like 1,000 times easier. Alright, should I squeeze through this? Nah, it ain't even worth it. Yeah, I gotta like go over here, but you know how it is, like you got that extra lane and shit. But yeah, stop making excuses, man. That's why, and I'm tired of hearing that from adult men. Seriously, man. That's why I say this the Wolves channel. That's why I'm going away from a lot of topics that deal with non-select dudes. Ain't that, I got a book out there, and my whole program for 20 years has always been just take wherever you got it and improve it. You can become select, with the women, all you have to do is, you never know until you try. Sometimes, there's a lot of times a woman will hook up with some dude that you wouldn't think she would hook up with, right? Because that's what I said about a lot of these like a lot of these beautiful women. That's one thing I found. A lot of beautiful women got some like nerdy taste and whatnot, man. And if you kind of approach them on that level, on that, like the physical, you so beautiful, but let me see what's on her mind, shit, you'd be surprised. They'll rethink your attractiveness, But yeah, no excuses, fellas. I'm tired of hearing it, man. I'm tired of hearing it. I can make excuses. I can say, oh, I'm a black man in America. Ooh, I'm 30 pounds heavier than, when I was 24. Go out here and do what the fuck you want to do, man. Do your thing, man. As long as it don't violate a law or someone else's rights. Shit, just do the damn thing. Don't make any excuses, man. Don't hold yourself back, man. So anyway, right? Yeah, I know. I gotta focus on that, because I gotta understand. I'm looking straight at myself, but I gotta look at that little pinhole. So anyway, right? That's all I got for today, y'all. Yeah. Hey, y'all, visit, if you're in DC, man, visit the National African American Museum, man. Yeah, man, it give you a perspective on a lot of shit. Seriously, it's very important. That history, you gotta remember, just that history is very important. So anyway, y'all, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and blessings.